It's Monday the 19th of April and it's actually Easter Monday as well, which unfortunately this time around I'm spending by myself in London, not with my family, because as you know I have exams, and this year my exams start so early, literally tomorrow. The Easter break doesn't even finish till next week, but you know, for some reason my department decided to open the coursework tomorrow and it is due to the beginning of term. That does not make logical sense to me, and I just think that should be prohibited. But because of that, I made the decision that it's not that I don't want to be home during Easter break, but I know that if I were at home I would be stressing a lot more. I would be there with my family but also not being fully present, because I would be stressing about this taking time away from my exam prep, which is, it shouldn't be like that. Something tells me it's not how it should look like. Like, a lot of my friends I know have gone home for Easter, or I finished the earliest but I also started the earliest, which has its pros and a lot of cons. But yeah, I just came back from the gym. Not gonna lie, gym has not been bringing me half as much joy and pleasure and satisfaction as it did like back in January or February when I first started. Partially it's due to not necessarily burnout, it's just it's kind of gotten repetitive and a bit boring. You know, I'm just like stuck in my routines, but also it's so sunny out that I just don't feel like going to the gym. I don't really have the motivation. I'd much rather go on a walk or go on a run outside or sit in the park in the morning. Like, that's what I want to devote my time to if I have some spare time in the morning before libraries, rather than going and sweating out and like doing weights. I just can't be fast that much. Unfortunately, my gym membership like extended itself, so I'll be going for the next like 2 weeks. I know it's sunken cost by now, so like whether I go or not now doesn't really matter. It won't bring the money back, but like I would just feel bad about not going at all. Plus, like, I work out different parts of my body. Like, running is just cardio, and I like to do some muscle work as well, you know? I'm making my oatmeal, and I actually bought a new protein powder and it was so exciting. This one is, what's the flavor? Millionaire shortbread. These are my favorite like sweet snacks. It's basically just caramel, but it's really good. Overall, this has been the longest so far I have been in this apartment by myself, like alone, because both of my flatmates, they've been gone for a while, but I think Bay is returning on Thursday, so in like 3 days. It's kind of like a live alone experience, as in, you know, I've grown so used to living, like operating in this space with people, and now it's just me and myself. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of pros to it, like things that I know I would appreciate if I were to live by myself, and it's has nothing to do with my flatmates or anything. It's just the nature of living by yourself. Like, you can walk around naked, you can pee with open doors. I know, two most important things. If I clean the kitchen in the morning and then I come back in the afternoon, like nothing's moved, nothing's changed. I just know that no one has been here. I can play my music on the speaker as loud as I can, so there are definitely pros, and I'm using them to the fullest as long as I have this flat to myself. There's definitely cons as well. I've been feeling a little bit more lonely, definitely. It's just kind of weird to come back and like have no one to talk to, and I don't mind sleeping by myself knowing that I'm just the only person in the flat, but it's just that kind of sense of someone's here, someone's, in case I need them or in case I want to talk to someone, they're gonna be here. I'm enjoying it as it is now. I'm gonna have flatmates for a lot more time, but I also do think that I want to live by myself at some point, but not the time in my life to do it right now. So yeah, my silly little oatmeal is almost done. I just got ready and I'm about to head out, but I wanted to unpack some things that have been going on in my head in the last couple of days. Basically, I've increasingly noticed that my relationship with my phone is kind of like starting to be weird, and okay, maybe not my relationship with phone necessarily, but like despite my will, despite always trying to kind of cut back on my screen time, I've fallen back into this trap again, and I deleted Instagram, for example, which I thought, you know, it always usually helped. Usually when I delete Instagram, my screen time goes to like 2 hours maximum, which is like okay for me, right? But I've deleted Instagram and I'm still like managing to like spend so much time on messages, or just pick it up and look at it, go on WhatsApp even though I know no one messaged me on WhatsApp, just to have that thrill of going into an app. I think because of that I also have become more like fidgety and my attention span has worsened, and I've noticed that sometimes in the mornings, like this is the first thing that I do, you know, my phone slowly not took control over me. I don't want to be dramatic, but I'm just saying, in the last couple of weeks I've realized that like I've been using it more and it's been not having a great impact on me. But I hate how distracted it has made me become, and also how difficult it is now for me to, for example, read books, or in the morning for it to not be the first thing I do, but rather, I don't know, to stretch, or, you know, just not look at it first thing first, or not refresh my email so often. Like, I don't know, I just have these habits that I know are purposeless and are just making me increasingly anxious and like on edge. That's what I was feeling yesterday for the whole day. I was just kind of like, like I had the urge to pick up my phone even though I knew there was like no notifications, or like I wasn't waiting for a text, or like, you know what I mean. So today, Monday, I decided we're doing a little, not detox, but you know, sometimes I have to bring some rules for myself back when I see that I've lost touch with reality a little bit. The first thing I usually do is put my phone on not disturbing modes, and the other thing is putting my phone on grayscale, as you can see, because there's like no stimulation happening there. Like, I'm not going on my phone to look at it because it looks pretty, because it doesn't. So it makes it much more functional, and it makes me like aware, like check in with myself, like it actually is not that interesting and there's nothing I actually want to do with it. So in the next couple of days, maybe like for the whole week, hopefully I'm gonna try to stick to those rules, like not check my social media until I'm maybe in the library, not picking it up first thing in the morning, reading in the morning, those little things that I think will help, and I just need to distance myself from it. That was a little rumble. It's not just social media, it's just, I don't know, I just was feeling like off. And also just, I'm not vibing with studying today. Like, it's fucking Easter morning and I'm going to the library. Like, come on, this is depressing. But yeah, life's life, and you gotta do what you gotta do. It's that girl every hours, guys. It's afternoon coffee time, although this is decaf. Don't come at me. I'm being a sensible adult because it's 6 p.m. But I just gotten home from campus and and I want something that will like keep me going through my macro revision. And I'm honoring this coffee by having it in my Porto mug, which I have an emotional attachment to. I'm not gonna lie, not having the best day, as you probably saw and could have guessed. I'm feeling a bit better. Definitely helped to like see Hannah and just like talk to another human being and like distract myself even with studying. I have had enough quant. I have revised like almost 20 topics, whole year of my hardest module within like 2 weeks, not even. And I am just, my brain is overstimulated and I don't think I can retain any more information. Tomorrow my exam opens, so really fun. I am gonna try to revise for it today, but it's also like an open book exam, so like revision and cramming right before doesn't really make sense because I can always like look. I think my mental strategy for like the exam period is like not think about, oh, how am I gonna do? Is it gonna be hard? Because this is just like ruining me. I get so stressed going into like hypothetical scenarios of like everything that can go wrong. I just have to do my revision, sit down, write down my answers, submit everything, and 9th of May will come and I'll be over, and I'm sure I'll put my best to it. I'm gonna have my coffee and start my revision. Maybe I'll do kitchen revision, although that would be distracting because all the food. I was trying to have this cute moment by the open window, but it's low-key minus 10 degrees. The coffee's good though, but it's gonna get cold in a second. I've started appreciating this book so much more. I've talked about it several times. It's Journey to the Heart, Daily Meditations on the Path to Freeing Your Soul. It has like daily prompts, not even prompts, entries, I don't know how to call it. And it's just like a nice way to start your day with like some simple reminders. But I read it for approximately 30 seconds and then we're progressing to book number 2. Still reading it, there's Steppenwolf. I'm not gonna lie, I really am not enjoying it. It's basically a book about a depressed alt-white dude who's having an existential crisis. Okay, I know I'm simplifying it, right? And I'm just, it's a joke, but overall it's not a vibe of the book that I would like to be reading right now. But I've given up on like the past 3 books I've read, so I'm very determined to power through this because I feel like I have to kind of push myself to read stuff. Sometimes I give up too easily. I'm gonna get to it and have my coffee. And oh, forgot to mention, guys, happy first day of exams. My exam gets released at 8 a.m. but you know, it's a week-long exam, so I'm not gonna be in the library at 8. So excited. You don't even have an idea how excited I am to write this. I'm joking, obviously. I changed into my white hoodie just because I thought the vibes were a bit too dark with my black pants. I don't want to give that energy. I'm not gonna lie, I have a shitty mood today. Like, I feel very unstable inside, but no, we have exams, so I'm powering through. I put on my feel good playlist even though I do not feel good. I have to embrace my alter ego who's having an amazing day, who's having the time of her life writing her macro exams. Yeah, good day to you as well. This is me from the future editing this a week later, and not gonna lie, I'm just laughing at all the clips. So don't worry guys, I'm okay. I was clearly going through something, but I'm fine. I was just being a little bit tiny dramatic, but I thought it's A, funny, and B, quite accurate of how I was feeling last week. So enjoy my meltdown. I'm pretty sure I'm the first one here. It appears that I'm truly the only one here. My macro has been released. I have not opened it yet. I'm currently editing my video as my evening pastime activity. I don't know what to do with myself in the evenings. I just don't really feel like watching movies or TV shows. Today was such a long day. I spent 11 hours in the library, took like half an hour coffee break. Would not recommend that. Obviously, I'm doing it because it's exam season. Yeah. To make myself better, I just keep thinking about the moment I'll be done with exams, or at least like done with quant. I don't like thinking into the future, but exam season is not necessarily the period of my life I want to be in. Though, you know, I'll be looking back upon it in 5 years being like, oh, she thought it was so hard. I cooked my dinner for the next couple of days. Honestly, cooking has been my favorite activity recently. When I go home, I feel so restless that I don't feel like doing lazy stuff. So I either like edit a video or clean my room or cook, and cooking is just so nice. It's so therapeutic. Like, I just play nice music, chop my silly little veggies, and just a whole vibe. Jeez, I tried to film an aesthetic shot, but everything is so messy around here that my coffee will have to do. I have just finished editing a thumbnail for the first part of this exam series. I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but like designing thumbnails, it's quite like a basic thing. I'm doing them in like an app that's called Sketchbook. It's not some Photoshop shit, but it usually takes me like an hour to an hour and a half to make a thumbnail because A, I'm a perfectionist, so I have to be satisfied with the end result because otherwise I'm not really excited about the video. And second of all, like obviously people click on a video based on the thumbnail, so it also matters. I always wonder if maybe in the future I want to explore that part of my creativity, because I never really did any design. I never really played with that. It would be cool to actually have some skills and be able to do like graphic design, even though like basic stuff, right? But like basic in graphic design. This one I wouldn't even call it graphic design. I actually skipped one day of the vlog, so it's Thursday. Yesterday was quite a rough day, not gonna lie. It also ended in a cry from a different reason. I was doing macro for the whole day, and then I started doing some quant, and I did a past paper, and I could not answer like most questions, and I just cried because I was like, guys, I'm genuinely scared I'm not gonna pass. I'm not kidding. Like, I hope me from the future looking back on this vlog is like smiling because she's like, oh, she was dramatizing, like she passed. I hope that's the case. This whole period of my life, like exams, made me realize, because this year they're definitely like harsher on me than last year, that like I, unlike most people I think, don't have the capacity to like overwork myself anymore. I don't know if on one hand it's like we're just normalizing like overworking and like students staying in the library till like midnight, getting any sleep and doing all-nighters because they have assignments, or is it actually just my fault of not being able to do that, and like people should be able to push themselves? Because like yesterday, if I had to study, because I had to study past like 8 p.m, I was miserable, and this makes me just realize how much I need my work-life balance. Oh my god, I just realized I have 800 followers on Spotify. Guys, I did it. I would like to thank my mom and my dad. This is probably one of the biggest accomplishments in my life, not gonna lie. But what I wanted to say is my recent playlist, it's called Chaos Era, is one of my favorite playlists I've made. This one just sparks so many emotions in me. Like, there's so many songs that I just cannot stop listening to. So have a listen, follow me. Another playlist I recently made and published is Happy and Delirious in Regent's Park. It's not really what I'm feeling right now, but it's post-exam mood. It's gonna be post-exam mood. I adore this park. Hello, Dougie. Our favorite food stall is back. No, he's not packing up.
Thank you very much.
Come on. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Guys, this is probably the most people I've seen so far. Summer Hannah is out.
Yeah, I'm changing. There we go.
We're taking a little study break.